Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the extended version of today's reading here on Patreon. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's extended reading. I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy as always. The first thing I have to say is, as I start this reading, I am just feeling this almost overwhelming wave of love and adoration from the person that was coming up in the first reading. So I'm going to get back into that, but I want to say that in the interim between doing those two readings as well, I just heard the sentence, "I love your energy," and even more specifically, I fell in love with your energy, but I'm also hearing, and also everything else about you. So this is coming up very strongly as I'm also hearing wants to open up. Wow. Okay. So let's just dive right into it because that's where the energy is leading us here. So this is a masculine, again, could be reversed for you, but I'm getting for most of you listening, you are the divine feminine. And this is a masculine energy saying that they love your energy. In fact, that's what they fell in love with about you. I'm hearing something about your laugh, your smile, your voice. But of course, part of why they love these things about you, it's interesting how much they're using the word love, because I feel in most cases, they probably haven't used that word in the physical, but I'm hearing them say they really mean it. They feel like they love you, even if this is a relatively new connection. The feelings here are so strong. And it's because there's this deep soul love between you. There is this profound familiarity and a sense of home between your souls. I'm hearing immediately from the moment you met, you began healing each other energetically just with your presence in the other's life. And that came up in the first reading as well, which, by the way, if you haven't yet listened to that first reading, the link to do so is always in the Patreon post. I know that many of you like to listen there first for context. Okay, so let's keep channeling into how this person feels about you on a deeper level. I knew from the moment I met you, that's coming up really strongly. I don't know why, but this person spends a lot of time reflecting on the way in which the two of you met and how, again, it felt like fate to them, with that word dole coming out in the first reading. It felt destined for them. Here we have the card, I am enough, I am stable, I am safe. And this is actually how you make this person feel. And I'm almost actually tearing up because they feel so incredibly accepted by you unconditionally. They feel seen by you. And I'm actually getting, you have this effect on many, many people that you come into contact with. In fact, this is just the kind of energy that you radiate. So people sense the unconditional love radiating off of you. And I'm hearing they may often open up and share a lot of things about themselves or their life. But this is because people feel so comfortable in your energy. They feel as though, just as this affirmation on the card is saying, I am enough, I am stable, I am safe. The beautiful thing is, I feel that in the case of this masculine, that is actually mutual. I got the name Rachel for someone. It's mutual because you also feel comfortable and safe and seen and secure in their energy as well. I keep hearing something about a bubble. So it's almost like when the two of you are together, and I saw a pearl necklace in my mind as well. When the two of you are together, it almost creates this energetic bubble where it's just the two of you in the room. Even if the room is crowded, even if there's a lot of noise and things going on, when you are together, there is this bubble of energy around you, almost like enveloping you. And it's as though there is no one else in the room. I got the letter initials D, A, and R. Those could be in someone's name. Also the letter W as well. I got the words stock, states, and sister. So this person may have a sister here, or there might be a sister involved somehow. And I feel that might be significant later in the reading. Maybe this person their sister or someone who's like a sister to them if they don't have a literal sister. Maybe this is a cousin or some other relative or someone very close to them. But I feel this sister energy has said something or significant to this masculine that has triggered for them. I got the word aunt, so maybe this is an aunt for someone listening, not a sister. That might be the case for someone. Again, take it how it resonates. But I'm getting that this energy that feels very familial, it feels like a female family member that this person looks up to for advice, that this person sees as a good judge of character. This sister energy said something to this masculine about you with the Queen of Cups in the upright position. Yeah, this is someone who has noticed the purity of your heart, your pure intentions, how big of a heart you have, how much love you share with others, how compassionate you are. And they've also noticed a change in this masculine since they've met you or since they've connected with you energetically, where they seem softer in some way, where they seem to emanate even more compassion and peace as a result of being connected to you. What did this sister energy say to this masculine about you? What did they say about you? Oh, the Magician. The Magician reversed. Interesting. Can I get clarification on this? This can be about someone trying to manifest someone else. Can I get more information on this Magician reversed? Ooh, the Four of Wands. Wow. So there's something about looking internally, going inward, going internally, doing something internally that facilitates manifesting some kind of connection with you. So it's almost like this sister figure that, again, could be an aunt or maybe not even a family member, but this energy has advised this masculine to look deeply within themselves for some kind of answer or some kind of guidance or a key to help them manifest a deeper connection with you in the physical world. I'm hearing, what is your heart telling you? So I feel almost as though this person may have come to this sister energy for advice regarding you and feeling maybe a little bit overwhelmed by the emotions that they had for you, wondering if this is worth investing in or how to move this forward. And I feel something that this sister energy said where they basically told this person that you are a Queen of Cups energy, meaning they can tell you are someone with a really good heart and a very rare energy, but also very much a leader, very stable within themselves as well, and told this masculine to look within their heart for the answer. And immediately that triggered the knowing that was really already there. This masculine realized that they would do anything that they had to do to be with you, to make this connection worth, that they were in this for the long haul. And with the Three of Wands, I see that this hesitancy that's been coming up in the reading, especially the first one on YouTube, this is going to be shifting into much more fast action in the physical realm. Now, for some of you, you might already be seeing that from this masculine. You may have noticed the energy beginning to pick up a bit of momentum, the action in the physical reflecting that energetic momentum through this person maybe trying to reach out more, trying to make plans, something like that. But if you haven't yet seen that, know that I'm hearing is you relax and stay in flow and allow them to step into this. The energy is going to pick up momentum. The only way that it could get slowed down here is if you let your mind get in the way. And I feel that goes back to the guidance of allowing this connection to unfold in accordance with divine timing, which seems to be orchestrated by both of your higher selves working in collaboration. So allowing things to unfold at a natural rhythm and pace, not the pace that the ego wants it to unfold, but the pace that actually truly feels easy and right and aligned for you and for the both of you together, even if it does get judged as slow from a physical 3D perspective. Because again, the energy between you is so intense that even when you aren't interacting that frequently, your presence, and we said this in the first reading, but your presence in each other's lives is actually healing each other energetically. There are so many levels and layers to this connection that you share. It's such a rich, deep connection. In fact, for some of you listening, I would go as far as to say this may actually be both of your strongest, deepest, most active soul connection incarnated on the planet at this time. Although, of course, only you can know for sure whether that particular message is for you. So only take that if it does resonate. But let's go ahead and channel in here. Okay, so yeah, I see this energy shifting. I'm telling you, I feel like we're turning to a new chapter now. As I said, we were going to talk about how this might move forward, and we've got the Page of Wands. I feel this sense of excitement ramping up. Maybe you're already feeling this desire to explore this connection, to see what it holds for both of you. I saw a boat for someone. I don't know if that's relevant. Maybe the ocean connects with someone listening here. Maybe this symbolically represents sailing out into the unknown, like this person is sailing out into the depths of their own emotions for you, not really knowing where it's going to lead them, but knowing that they're excited for the journey. Okay, I'm hearing spark, passion, positive energy flowing between the two of you in a stronger, more fast kind of way. But I do feel, okay, so, okay, there's another kind of energy here, and I'm hearing keep it sacred, and sometimes this means keeping it silent. So there may actually be people or energies, I'm hearing vultures, kind of circling this connection because, and I hate to use that term because it sounds so negative, but it kind of is the imagery that I'm getting here, that what the two of you have together is so beautiful and high vibrational and mutually elevating. But there are people coming up here as this kind of vulture symbolism that seem to be sort of hovering or circling around the connection, prying eyes. I'm hearing people that might be curious how the two of you are connecting. I feel it's very important to keep this connection sacred, especially if it's in the early stages. And sometimes this might mean holding your silence and not necessarily sharing certain pieces of information with certain individuals, because what I'm getting here is this sense that there may be people trying to deceive you out of connecting with each other. In fact, I don't know why I keep getting this, but I keep getting this that instinctively, either you or this person, or maybe both of you, have actually actively been protecting this connection, whether you realize it or not, by not sharing about it with specific people. So maybe you just have this nagging sense that there are going to be certain people who will not respond well to it, or who will not understand it, or who would even try to convince you out of it. But in doing so, I feel that when you share about this connection with a person who is very negative about it, who tries to talk you out of it, who kind of instills this sense of doubt within you, this actually can project a kind of negative energy onto the connection. Not that it can stop the connection, of course, because what the two of you have is extremely strong. It's deep. This is a deep, deep soul connection. So other interferences can't stop the two of you from connecting, but it can actually sort of inhibit it to an extent. It can kind of slow down the process or make you feel a little bit out of sorts with each other as you pick up on these dissonant energies being projected from these kind of vulture individuals who are essentially jealous of the way that you are connecting with each other. I'm hearing because you didn't settle. Everything about your connection to one another seems to be about elevating, not about settling. And I feel the people who will be especially triggered by the way that you're connecting are people who feel as though they are settling. I heard, okay, so for some of you, this may be a twin flame. That won't be for everyone, but I do see that for some of you, because I got the message, twin flames will inherently trigger a lot of people when they're together, because their presence together naturally triggers the collapse of collective limiting programs that have kept people from connecting with the frequency of unconditional love. So you can replace that term twin flame with soulmate if this is a deep soulmate connection for you. But I have to say on this topic, regardless of whether or not this is a twin flame for you, I'm feeling a lot of parallel living going on, a lot of mirroring happening, we'll say, where I feel that the two of you have really mirrored each other in many, many ways throughout your lives. I feel like there are parallels in things that have either occurred in your lives, in certain interests that you might have. Maybe it's certain hobbies, maybe it's your sense of humor, maybe it's your families. I just feel that there is this mirroring of energy that's taken place between the two of you, even prior to when you met in the physical world. I'm hearing hints, like the universe has been dropping hints to the both of you to help you connect the dots that this connection is significant. And whatever hints you've picked up on so far, know that this is only scratching the surface of what you're going to discover the more that you get to know one another. Okay, let's see what else we need to know about this connection before we get into channeling other people and things that might be connecting with you. Wow, we have the 10 of Cups. Interesting. Can I get more information about this? Because the 10 of Cups is ultimate wish fulfillment. It's everything you've ever wanted. Can I get even more details? The 2 of Swords. The Fool card, embarking into the unknown. Okay, so the 10 of Cups here, I didn't realize this at first, but it's actually in the reverse position. And then we have the 2 of Swords, and then we have the Fool card. So what I see here is the 10 of Cups reverse representing the past. So there was some past situation where something was idealized and then completely broken down, or someone's completely disillusioned here. So this may be a difficult home life growing up. This may be a past relationship that left you really heartbroken. I just strongly feel as though this represents someone having really gone through it, relationship-wise or family-wise or in their life. And I feel that whoever this is, they had the courage to leave that situation or that thing, but they've carried some of the lingering vibrations of that disharmony within their being that have caused them at times to question whether they are really worthy of being completely and fully unconditionally loved and fulfilling all of their wishes and dreams in life, but in this context, in relationships. So I could be speaking about you, I could be speaking about the other person, or this could be a mirrored journey, especially if there's a twin flame connection here. There may be mirroring between the fact that both of you may have experienced this in different ways in your life. But I see that the Fool card here is this energy that you've been stepping into, and that I feel this masculine has been as well. It's you embracing the unknown, living in the moment, allowing yourself to move with the flow of the moment, stepping through that doorway, not knowing what's on the other side, but allowing yourself to trust your own path without needing to know all of the details, leaving behind that disharmony, leaving behind those broken dreams, those shattered ideals, that disillusionment. And it's almost like allowing yourself to assume this open, childlike spirit and nature, but with the deep wisdom that you've actually accumulated through the process. And when I talk about this childlike nature, it's this openness to the world. It's this love for others. It's this open-heartedness in a way, and how you are moving and operating from that place but balancing that with the wisdom that you've accumulated through all of those really heavy, dark experiences that you've gone through in your life. And all of this put together is rendering you someone who is very magnetic for what your heart truly desires in a really rare way, in a way that most people never come into in a single lifetime. And I feel this doesn't just apply to love or to this specific connection. It's much broader. This is applying to your life purpose, to who you are here on the planet, a soul embodied. It's you having the courage to be that fool, meaning to step through that doorway into the unknown, trusting the magic of the moment. I'm hearing trusting the unfolding of that into more, not needing to know exactly how it's going to work out or when it's going to happen, but just trusting your own rhythms and cycles and that divine timing that you're tapped into. And in doing so, literally tapping into this true magic of the universe, not just in love, but in all areas of your life. So, wow, very beautiful messages coming through that portion of the reading. So now I want to know, well, let's go ahead and talk about what this person's intentions are with you, because I know that was coming through really strongly. So what are this person's intentions with you? Okay, they want to move out of this stagnant energy with the Hanged Man reverse. They may even be feeling, just as you probably are, that things haven't been moving as quickly in the physical realm. And I feel as though it's like this is someone who, again, who wants to move things forward here. Can I get any clarification on this? What are this person's intentions? Okay, we have Three of Cups in the reverse position. So yeah, keeping this connection sacred. I'm hearing protecting it from people who would gossip about it or not quite understand it. We have the Nine of Wands, putting their all into this, being fully dedicated to this. The Two of Swords. Yeah, there's been some kind of difficult decision or conversation that has almost been hanging in the air between the two of you. And when I say difficult, I only mean difficult because it's requiring this person to open their heart to you. It's requiring them to be open about how they've been feeling here in a clearer way than I feel they have been in the past. Can I get any more information here? As you can tell, the energy is really slowed down here in this portion of the reading, just because it's taken some time to channel fully into this person's deeper intentions here. Okay, so here we have the Nine of Cups reversed. Yeah, there's a very restless energy coming from this person. It's also very hard to read, as you can probably tell, because the energy, it just stopped flowing in the same way, almost like this person is coming up as very guarded when it comes to their intentions. Not secretive in a negative sense, but really protecting their own thoughts and feelings towards you, and protecting what their intentions are, especially from those prying eyes that came out earlier, and that kind of vulture energy that we were discussing, people that might be hovering around, kind of monitoring the connection, wanting details about it, but kind of projecting this negative, jealous energy onto it. So very interesting. I do feel that this is someone who they've been really turning around in their mind how they're going to have some kind of conversation with you about their deeper feelings or move this forward in some kind of way. But there's just that element of being so hesitant because they're being so strategic about it. I'm hearing something about 3 months. So this might indicate that in the next 3 months, you will see more opening up from this person. So that could be the case for someone listening. This also could be 3 days, 3 weeks, whatever that is for you personally. But now we're going to shift gears, kind of clear out the energy here and talk about who or what else might be connected to your energy at this time. So let's see who is connected to you. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. Okay, so I'm speaking to someone who may have felt like things have been a little bit out of sorts, at least at moments lately. I'm hearing artificial energy, so I almost feel as though, with that statement, artificial energy, this could be energy you're picking up on that isn't really yours, that might be causing you to feel a little out of sorts, a little ungrounded. But also, this could be someone artificially trying to use your energy to revitalize themselves and leaving you feeling kind of drained. One message that actually kept coming up in downloads I've been receiving recently is about what my guides are calling takers, which of course we commonly do hear about people who are, well, sometimes they're called energy vampires, people who will sap your energy or your time or your emotion because they're getting some kind of hit out of it, either consciously, but really usually unconsciously people do this. And it leaves you feeling drained or depleted after speaking to them because they have this kind of pulling, like taking energy that's very imbalanced. And I'm getting the sense that this might be coming up because for someone listening, you may have encountered one of these individuals, or maybe certain individuals recently in your life have been this type of way. And it's actually possibly been affecting you, causing you to feel a little bit out of sorts, even though your typical baseline energy is generally very, very much. It's interesting. I tried to look up the angel number 2626, but instead what came up is an address in Seattle, Washington. Also, the name Madison might be significant to someone. So maybe Washington, the state of Washington, the city of Seattle, the name Madison, any of those things could be relevant to you. But the angel number meaning is a profound message of balance, urging us to harmonize our spiritual and material worlds. Okay, what else can it mean? Take time out to meditate and focus on your spiritual practices. So that may be a message for someone if you have been feeling that kind of out of sorts energy that we've been describing, then taking that extra time and care to really focus in on your spiritual practices, whatever that might be for you, could really help to ground you in the midst of some of those energies. I'm also getting the Queen of Wands in the reverse position. So this is coming up as a feminine energy that is deeply insecure, very self-focused, and almost feeling competitive towards you. I'm hearing you dissolve this frequency by sending it back love energetically, mentally, because I don't want to call this a psychic attack, but I feel that something you've been doing or creating or embodying might be very triggering either to a specific feminine who is feeling deeply insecure and competitive towards you and projecting that energy. I got the name Kate for someone that could be resonant, but I also feel that the way to dissolve this energy, again, it's that mutuality thing in energy where we tend to pass these energies back and forth and build these stronger bonds that can either be what we would think of as positive or more negative. And in this case, I feel there's almost like this negative bond between you and this person, or for some of you, this could just be a segment or a group of people that you tend to trigger in this way. And I feel the best way to actually, I'm hearing return to sender that energy. I'm getting something about indigo, blue. Those could be words significant to someone. The best way to dissolve this is when you feel it coming up mentally or emotionally, to just energetically, to the best of your ability, bless it, send it back love. And that will transmute your end of the energy bond so that that negative energy has nothing to really latch onto in a sense. it takes such a high degree of consciousness to be the one to really transmute the energy in these connections, because 99% of people are just kind of allowing themselves to interact energetically however other people are interacting with them. But when you truly become the magician, the alchemist, and you transmute the energy on your end, you become so powerful. Because so few people are doing this, that renders you even more powerful, because you have the power to shift any form of energy bond or dynamic with another person by, in essence, cleaning up your side of it, by transmuting that energy, sending it back love and acceptance, blessing it on its way, and in doing so, allowing yourself to be completely unaffected by what anyone might be trying to send you in terms of negative projections. So, what else can I channel for the beautiful souls listening? Okay, the next card here is the Moon card in the reverse position. Okay, so this can be about hidden truths or hidden emotions coming to light. This could be happening with you. This also could be happening with people that you are connected to in some way. Can I get more information here? Okay, we have the King of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, it's a King of Cups that is receiving this clarity or has recently received this emotional clarity. They've realized clearly how they feel about you, and that's spurring them to want to make an offer. Now, for many of you, this could actually be the person that we've been channeling into. For some of you, this could be someone completely different. But I feel like this is someone who was in the past dominantly trying to figure out their feelings for you through their mind, or even shut down those feelings by talking themselves out of it through the mind. But that didn't work because their heart wasn't on the same page. Their heart was feeling these really strong emotions for you. But I feel this is someone who I'm hearing has finally gotten their mind and their heart on the same page. I'm getting the letter initials FRE, but that also could be the word free. Like, this person has found emotional freedom in aligning their heart with their mind and receiving this sense of clarity over what they feel towards you, that's spurring them on to a higher degree of emotional maturity that you're going to notice within them, but also them wanting to make some literal offer to you in the 3D that I feel comes in the form of open, honest communication that would naturally lead to a higher level of commitment or certain physical outcomes and actions, if that is also what you desire out of this connection. Okay, so what else can I channel here? Who or what else is connected to your energy at this time? Okay, we have the Tower card here. Is it you or someone else who's going through this Tower? Let's see. Two of Wands. Oh, this seems really mirrored. So maybe you're going through a Tower moment that's being mirrored by someone else as well. Again, this could be a twin flame, a high-level soulmate. This could be the person that we've been channeling into, or someone else. But I feel like you and another person are mirroring this Tower moment. But the Tower moment, I'm hearing it's subtle, because for many of you listening, this time around, you may have had Tower moments that were very visible, very chaotic, very, very tangible and perceptible to other people. But I feel for many of you listening, this is more of a subtle internal Tower moment. This is you choosing your freedom and your expression of all that you are, and the pursuit of your dreams, your true soul dreams, over what your mind believes to be safe. This is choosing to leave behind what the mind has decided is safe and secure, but just apathetic and kind of lower vibrational and stagnant. It's leaving that behind and choosing to, well, as the quote goes, pursue what sets your soul on fire, to choose what really lights you up, and following that passion and living in that. Surrendering the known, surrendering what your mind has decided to be safe, because what the mind has decided here to be safe is really just the illusion of safety and sameness and familiarity. Wow, beautiful messages coming through this reading. So I really hope this has been helpful for someone. I am going to be channeling one final Rumi quote to close the reading here. What is one final quote from Rumi? There is a candle in your heart, ready to be kindled. There is a void in your soul, ready to be filled. You feel it, don't you? Rumi. So that feels like a beautiful place to close this reading. I am going to go ahead and end the reading here. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. I hope you have an amazing, magnificent remainder of your day and week. And as always, I will connect with you here again in Wednesday's Patreon reading.